Well, just destroyed my front lip.
Car's totaled. The car's
totaled. Car's
Get
totaled.
a new car.
Time to part out.
Yeah, part it out. Get a new car.
What's up, guys? Welcome back for another episode. As you can see from the title and thumbnail, this is a video I never expected to make, and as you can see from the intro clip and also everything else, we have about $1,800 worth of damage on the G80 M3. In a little bit, I'm gonna step outside the car, show you guys exactly what's going on. If you guys already follow me on Instagram, you guys already have an idea of what's going on, and I'll take you throughout the process. The car is actually looking absolutely incredible. Here is the damage. As you can see, in a future video, this all pairs up to a story. And I'll tell you guys exactly what's going on. So I was actually going over to film Viet Ho's Every Bell's a Story, and if you guys know, we do this YouTube series on Beamer Invasion's YouTube channel, and I was actually on my way from my in-laws house going up to Orlando, and I was driving on I-95. If you guys know I-95 is pretty bad when it comes to road debris and things like that. Traffic was pretty moderate that day, and what had happened was a car in front of me, a truck, ran over some tires, I guess from a tractor trailer, and all that road debris littered my right side of the car. Big chunk actually took a piece out of the front lip, and that's what's the unfortunate part is. This is a Racing Sport Concepts front lip, and most of the other carbon on the car is from Racing Sport Concept, and that lip alone is about $1,600, so that's the added cost right there. And then I'll include, you might be able to see right over here, there is a nice dent. So something along that way, whatever piece is, left a nice dent right over here. Hopefully on that, oh, there you go. You could definitely see that. So that dent, I'm gonna go through a PDR, and that's probably gonna cost about a few $100s. So we're giving to take $1,800 to just shy of $2,000 worth of damage. We're also going to be heading to Hughes Detailing this weekend, I would say Friday, and as you can see maybe from this view, this is where all the rubber is still left on the car, and you can see right over here it's scratched up the PPF. There's definitely some scratches on the headlights here along with this panel. I didn't take anything off. I did wash the car just to get the car cleaned up because it was a eyesore with all the bugs and stuff, and you never want to leave bugs left on the paint or even PPF. It leaves an etching, and you don't want that to happen. But guys, this is what happens when you drive on I-95. Things could happen like that. Thankfully, it could have been worse, and you know, thankfully it was just that portion of the car, and obviously things could be replaced. The car is still intact, and it still is good. But check this out. In a future video, we're gonna be going to Hughes, talking about the PPF and showcasing exactly what it prevented, right? Because in that video, we'll discuss with Brandon, this whole area, if I didn't have PPF at all, I'm pretty sure some areas would have been needed to be repainted. And what sucks about that is that when you repaint one area of the car, you're gonna have to repaint this panel, this hood, and this portion of the car to have it match seamless. And thankfully the whole car is PPF, so I didn't have to worry about that. How ironic. We were filming a video here about some of the things you should do when you first buy a G80, and one of the things I mentioned in that video was obviously PPF, and this shows you that PPF was definitely something that, you know, helped me out in this situation. But guys, it definitely sucks. I already have the new lip. It came in the mail from Racing Sport Concepts. Very thankful for them to partner up with me, right? But I still have to pay out of pocket a decent chunk of change. But again, we're gonna make it negative and turn it into a positive by making some content and also showcasing a lot of you guys that are getting into the ownership of a G80. Because again, end of the day, you know, this video may help you guys out and allow you guys to kind of go through the whole process. And something along the process of driving 95 is that, look, check this out too. you can definitely see that nice rock chip on the windshield. I've been having some bad luck right now. I don't know what it is, but definitely there's 2 rock chips, one here and one here. That's more of a chip and a crack. So in situations like this, I definitely want to take a pause and thank some of our sponsors. And one of our sponsors is definitely coming from Simply Carbon Fiber. Simply Carbon Fiber has been a sponsor of this channel for quite a bit, and definitely in situations like this, the sponsorship does help pay for the out-of-pocket costs of a busted lip. So I definitely want to thank them for sponsoring this video and many different videos. But as you can see, this is definitely one of my favorite pair of sunglasses they have sent me. And I've been using this for a few years, and I always choose this as compared to my Ray-Bans. I do wear my Ray-Bans once in a while, but this has been so durable. Give an idea, my Ray-Bans always get scratches on the lens, and when it gets scratched up, I really can't use it because it's in your peripheral view and it becomes a distraction. But this has been very durable. As you can see, it's made out of carbon fiber, which is awesome. And also the lens is has UV protectant. So I definitely want to thank Sergio and the team over there for sponsoring this video. Let's jump back into the video and hear more about how I busted this front lip. Luckily in Florida, insurance does cover the cost of a windshield. If you guys have any experience, does that actually raise your rates up? Some people say no, some people say yes, but I may let that get worse and then replace the windshield. And what I will do in the future is probably get Exo Shield. Exo Shield is a PPF for the front windshield, and it prevents situations like that, and also prevents pitting on the window, which happens very so often. I'm excited. We have a lot of things going on in Beamer Invasion. We're going to be traveling to LA and also going to be traveling to New Jersey on doing many different shows, and we're excited for that. But stay tuned towards the end of the video. We're going to be putting on the new front lip, and you're going to see how much better it looks from there. So other than that, stay tuned. All right, so before we head over to Hughes Detailing, let's change this front lip out. RSC was able to send the front lip. It took about a few days, and we're gonna replace this. That is not a good look like you guys saw earlier. But I do wanna touch base. I know I mentioned about how much that dent is gonna cost to remove. I don't have the full exact amount, but I thought like $100, $200, but since this is an aluminum hood, it becomes very difficult to take out because one way to describe it is like taking tin foil and trying to basically flatten it out. There's a artwork that needs to be done, right? Because I think with detailing, PPFing, dent removal, it's artwork, right? Because it takes a methodical method to make sure that is done right. So I did speak to Brandon over at Hughes Detailing. We're gonna be going there for a full vlog. And I think it's gonna be good insight for a lot of you guys that are in situations like this, or your typical door dings, right? Because you have one door ding on the other side. And that one is specifically from the invasion of Orlando of 2022. So one of you guys that came to the event dinged my door while I was parked at the hotel. But we're gonna get this done, and I think it's gonna be very educational. But going back into it, I don't think it's gonna cost about $200. I think it's gonna cost some more money. And one thing that we'll cover in that video is that I actually have a wheel and tire insurance that actually has dent coverage. And in the beginning, when I was purchasing the dent coverage, it was something that I did not want to add. Just to give you an idea too, the wheel and tire insurance covers, obviously if I have any nails and stuff on my wheels, it'll cover my Pirelli tires on my stock wheels, and also my PS4s on these BBS LMRs. But going back into it, my sales advisor, Marcus, was telling me that there's different, coverages, right? So you have the wheel and tire insurance, which is something I definitely recommend, especially we live in an area where, construction is going on because this is a newer neighborhood. I didn't realize that this wheel and tire insurance could actually cover dents. So from what I understand, Brendan's actually gonna work with getting the claim submitted, and they're gonna cover this dent, right? I don't know the whole specs of it yet, but you probably can't see it from this angle, but just know it's there. In the next video or the next couple of vlogs, you'll see a little bit more in depth exactly of the whole situation and procedures. But let's get this removed, take this off, and then replace it with the new one. And I really need to work on the lighting in here. Currently right now I'm using these lights, but that would be the next thing I want to do in this garage is get the proper lighting. But the car looks so good, right? And the only thing that really kills the joy of it is that front eyesore, right? Not talking about the front grille, guys. So I'm talking about the front lip and also all the scratches here. Hopefully you can see some of the scratches here. You can see where the tires basically went up and got kicked over. And again, this whole area, I think you could probably polish this off, and I'll leave it up to Hughes to see if this is something that he recommends replacing or just polishing it out. But I do know that he's gonna replace the PPF on top of the hood, because I think it becomes a little more difficult when you try to get a dent out, especially aluminum, because it's so soft. So they wanna make sure that it's gonna be an easy process for the guy. And since this is not really a sharp dent, and I'll have maybe Brendan kind of explain the whole thing, but you can definitely see the distortion in the lighting. All right, so we just took this broken front lip off. Pretty easy. I know when we first installed it, we had Marlon do it, but you can definitely see all the damage, and you see me obviously rip a couple pieces off. But I do like the quality of RSC. RSC, what I really like about it too is that their weaves, there's no haziness. The clear coat's absolutely impeccable. So which is why I wanted to go with the same lip again. Additionally, RSC actually takes off this stock piece from your front bumper. I know a lot of other front lips, they don't do that. You basically have the stock black shadowline piece. This kind of replaces it all. It gives it a different look. I'm not gonna lie, if I do break the next one, which if I keep this car long term, it's probably gonna happen with other road debris and stuff, I probably will do a different lip just to give it a different look. I feel as though I haven't had the RSC lip on as long as I wanted to, so which is why I opted to go with it again. But as you can see from here, the quality is absolutely incredible. There's a lot of bolts that secure it onto the car, which is why this is really something I would recommend. If you guys want to pick up anything from RSC, I'll leave the link down below, and also they have a discount code for you to save some money.